Welcome, my lovely Cancer. This is your weekly Cartomancy reading for July 7th through July 14th, 2019. Of course, Sundays start this week because Mercury goes into retrograde on Sunday, July 7th. After July 2018's Mercury retrograde, I know where we were all very nervous and all very shaken up. The chaos was pretty unforgettable. Nothing is the same, definitely for me, from last year. And the earth is already shaking here in Southern California. Two major earthquakes. Um, Not a lot of damage, thankfully. So let's get back to that reading. Cancer, how good do you have it right now besides? Anyway, back to the reading. Remember, this is a general reading and will not apply to all my cancers. Me being the queen of clovers. Let's get some light in here. My readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and nurturing others, our dreams and callings. This reading is going to be about Mercury retrograde in Leo. Of course, we are in Cancer season already. You guys have a fabulous reading. The energy in the cards is just so lovely for you. I just want to keep shuffling them because it feels so good for Cancer right now. All right. Mercury is represented by the Magician in the Tarot. This is decision and creativity, manifestation by aligning spirit and matter. And the reverse, of course, is trickery or manipulation, trickery and fuckery, fakery and fuckery. And then we also have, I will pull the for our intentions, the Leo card, the Strength card. This is taking control of our inner beast and listening to our higher selves. Keep in mind, Mars is in Leo as well. And that is freedom of expression, the kind of energy boxers love. So Mercury in Leo itself is driven energy, including all of that other energy. Mercury did move into Leo on June 26th, so you probably should have half a clue as to where it will cause chaos when it goes retrograde, based on the way your life is moving now. The themes of these are moving now. But Mercury in Leo is exuding confidence in speech and writing. It is a grand, confident thinking, but we may not listen well. So the retrograde, it doesn't just automatically reverse these things and make us not confident in speech and writing. It just causes chaos in those areas. We may actually do really well speaking and writing, but there might be a couple typos. So just take your time and listen well, Cancers. You've had such great readings. Every reading I've done for any Cancer lately has been just tremendous. I mean, anything that was stopping you before, it kind of has that feeling. One time I had compartment syndrome surgery on my lower leg. Man, as soon as I got the therapy, I was just running. It just, everything in my life just started moving forward because I could actually get up and walk without pain. And it kind of feels like that for you. I have you coming in your Cancer energy with the Four of Diamonds. Four of Diamonds is like resting on your laurels a bit. It's preparing for something financially. Maybe you're saving up for something financially. You're definitely working on something, and you're just getting ready for that big motion, that big change. Eight of Diamonds, balancing your value, and the King of Fire. Okay, this is definitely your energy. This is you pulling on that leonine energy that's coming out right now for you. It is that fire. You have a fire. You are just so good right now. You have everything you are healing in your finances. I believe you're paying something off maybe, but you're also recovering. Your eights are about balancing, really balancing, give and take extra wise. It's like you've really considered. Seven of Diamonds is like ignoring it entirely, but eventually you come to that aha, like I know how to take care of myself and I know what I need, and you're just working on that right now with quite a passion and quite your intuition. You are like really in tune with your inner self right now, Cancer, if you feel that. All right, Five of Diamonds, which is a great card to come after the Four of Diamonds. It means you have taken that action. You are moving forward. You're going for a big change in value. And this is also about love. This can be about disappointment in love, but it's also about making love, and especially home, which is very important to Cancer, the way you want it, the way you think it should be. This is kind of like there's disappointment in love here, usually just because people tend to have ideas and concepts that they need to let go of the way things should be, the way things they were taught. You know, my mom and my dad got married and they've been together for over 46 years. So that must be the path. When you have to stray from that path, there's going to be hesitation. And I feel like you're able to, you're kind of working through that. This feels so much like self because the Eight of Diamonds is here. You're working through that, the way things should be, into versus the way things can be better. Five of Diamonds is very project oriented too, but it also brings your value in love. You want love. You're looking for love that's going to be valuable. Of course, Cancer gets a victory, especially in home. This is a surrender to the way things, the natural laws, the way karma, the way Jesus Christ and all that lovely stuff and fate has meant it to be, cause and effect. You've done the actions, you've done the work this week, and it's leading to success. These are the results of the work. It's not always going to be what you want it to be, but it's definitely them coming at you. Sometimes these are parties, sometimes these are funerals. I don't think this is a funeral for you, so don't panic, because this is definitely a heart. This is definitely you moving into realizing that love is, there's a should be when it comes to love, and it's very disappointing to realize that it's probably not going to be that way. But this is that surrendering to the possibilities of it. Two of Diamonds is a fear of connection. It's a fear of contracts. I did say you might be paying something off. You might actually be preparing to enter into a contract. With the 4 and the 8, preparing to enter a contract would be like a mortgage, which makes perfect sense. Like you're moving, because that would make perfect sense, because these 5, if they are not directly about a love connection, they're definitely about your home and bringing your home into order, and even changing a home. Just maybe, you always plan on a big giant house, but suddenly you're living in a tiny house, and oh my God, you are so happy, but you're a little scared because it makes you happy, but you're not sure how long you can manage that kind of thing. It feels like there's a time factor here that you're kind of nervous about, and that and maybe you're going to live in a place for temporary while you wait for another place or look for that perfect place. And because of your hesitation here, and Spirit says it's okay, go ahead and hesitate, find the place, take the time to find the place that fulfills you, the home that really makes it, because you're about to go into this new financial start, and it's big, and you want it to matter. This is definitely a time factor. This is, you're concerned about what this will do. Sometimes this could be if we were dealing with mortgage or moving, it's the fear of the finance, the fear of what am I getting into? I can't believe I'm signing 30 years of my life away for this mortgage kind of feeling. It has that long-term kind of feeling. It may not be a mortgage. Sorry, I need some coffee. For those of us who are younger, it might just be your first car loan. But yes, okay, there's going to be some communication about this new beginning. You're going to get it from this Jack of Air. I don't think it matters who it is. It's not going to come in very refreshingly, because this guy's kind of a wiener. He's kind of a jerk sometimes and a bit of a brat. And I think when he tells you that this new thing, it's like somebody telling you gossip that they think is going to piss you off. And it's going to give you a restart to your life that is going to take away all those fears and those concerns. It kind of feels like, ha, this happened, da 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 da. And you're sitting here going, oh my God, I feel like this couldn't be any better for me. Of course, Cancers are lovely, and that's why I'm going to get some more clarifying cards for you. This 3 card is very important. This Ace of Diamonds, this Jack of Air, and this Ace of Hearts. This Jack of Air doesn't even matter who it is, Cancer. It's just a fact of the message you get from them. It jumpstarts things. Things may have felt a little stagnant for Cancer. I only say that because so many of your readings this week since we went into your season have been just flowing like that Wheel of Fortune clicking into place. If you recall, I had mentioned that. And it feels like this is just that movement again. And it's perhaps something you were waiting for. And I have the Queen of Hearts. That's definitely you, Cancer. It is you in reverse, though. That is the Queen in reverse. So you are feeling a little tentative. I don't blame you. You've had 2 new starts. This is a pentacled and a heart cups kind of themed reading, and there again is that King of Fire. I said you were pulling on that King of Fire energy earlier. The reason you are probably pulling on it is because this person is around you significantly. They are also in reverse. This just means that this Queen of Hearts in reverse, Queen of Hearts is a very, very sweet, lovey-dovey Cancer person. But you in reverse might be a bit bratty, might be not feeling it, might be feeling ignored is usually how I read that card. And this King of Fire, it's like you guys are both so busy. You guys are building this world together, perhaps even, and it's like, but there's a separation. It's temporary. It's just because of the work you're doing. Again, that message, it's going to be this Ace of Diamonds is like a whole new beginning. This is like, I can do this. It's almost like a change in work. It's something happening at work. And when this Jack of Air, when they bring in that message, again, like I told you, it's going to come in like, people think you're going to be pissed about this, but you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how great this is. Ah, Cancer season is lovely. Cancer season, 4 of Hearts. Yeah, I think I flipped a card. Excuse me. Okay, maybe not. All right. So 4 of Hearts. You're definitely putting that house together. This is the 4, 5s, and 6 of Hearts are a lot about home and about love and about building that home space. And I always tell people, if you want a Cancer to love working for you, convince them it's a home away from home, and they will take care of it madly. So this doesn't necessarily just have to be home, although I do feel house is always a major theme in Cancers. Like I was talking about that mortgage, don't take it so literally. It could be anything. Or moving anyway, because that's just the themes that Cancers are working on and working with, and it's actually kind of lovely what you're working with here. All right, this King of Air. This is a more important person than this Jack of Air. It's not the same person, but this is like the rumor. The rumor has it that this is what's going to happen. You take a moment, you take a breath, you prepare your heart, you prepare your emotions. And then the King of Air comes to you in upright and says, this isn't a rumor, this is true, this is really happening. And you're just stunned, you're just thrilled. You're just, everything you were kind of scared about before is going to leave you, because you're going to be able to drop your burdens. You're going to stand on your own. Perhaps you will be able to, this feels like you'll be able to take care of yourself entirely, 100%. You're focused on yourself, on this growth of self, because you're going to be able to drop all your burdens. You're just so close to walking away from something else, and it's going to put you completely in your kingly power. This is the King of Hearts. That is the King Cancer standing in their utmost. It definitely has that parenting energy, of course, but not this. No, that's just the card. This is Cancer just being Cancer and being fabulously funny, fabulously sweet and sexy and awesome. And just, you are just you, and you're just, nines. Yeah, this is all letting go. Nines are all the karmic lesson of letting go. Accepting your value without certain things, accepting your value, defending your personal value is the 9 of Clovers, and you're making room for something new, you're making room for whatever, something comes into you that's just like news, making room for something new, because things are just fabulous for you. That is, believe it or not, I gotta reach this card. I dropped a card, and it's a good card. Let me see. Because it is the, balancing your emotions. 8 of Hearts. Yeah, your heart, your water movement, like through the hearts, from the 4s, the 5s, the 6, and then the 8s, it's just very pure Cancer. It's just because you're standing in your energy with the King of Hearts there. You will, you may not feel it right now. You're definitely going to feel it through Mercury retrograde. You're going to come into your power because with these 8s and 9s and this focus on these 8s and 9s and doing the work, you're just, again, you have a problem, but it's mostly just worry and timing. It's worry and timing. Everything else is just going to fall click, click, click into place with like the Chariot. All right, thank Cancer. Thank you, Cancer. This is a very lovely reading. So easy to read for you in your season. Happy birthday again if it is your time of year for your rising sign birthday. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tips and donations will be received at PayPal. My link is below. PayPal.me, Bridget Clover Queen. And have a very beautiful week, my lovely Cancer.